Former Plata is here, live on Facebook, YouTube, and Tim's favorite website, Twitch, everybody.
Cancel Twitch.
Yes, cancel Twitch. We have to have that hashtag started on Tim Danko's behalf. Anytime you hashtag cancel Twitch, make sure to tag Tim Danko at Dig Danko. Ray Highclack here at Ray Highclack. And you can catch us also on our many streaming services. I believe 13 is the number we're at right now, including Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and a bunch more. And today we have a special guest. I'm so excited to have him on, actually. I think this is the first time we've ever done like a podcast together. Dwayne Duke is on this lovely screen of yours, wherever you're watching. Dwayne,
Hello.
How are you, sexy boy?
I'm doing all right. You can hear me all right? I hate everything because like we're not in the studio together, so like you can't tell. I can't tell what the audios are. I love that you both have mid-90s radio mics though.
Right, yeah. I actually had this thing for a while and I never used it. Like I think I got it for Christmas in like 2012 and I didn't use it till like we started doing this podcast last year.
Nice.
And then I bought mine.
Giving up, and I was going to buy their equipment, but everyone got back into it this year.
Wait,
right, there ain't shit else to do. So,
yeah.
Dwayne also, for people watching on this lovely day, hosts a show at Twist Social Club in Lakewood called Twisted Comedy. And it's one of the nicest places, like bars I've ever performed in, to be honest with you, dude. Like, the place is fancy as fuck. Way too fancy for me.
Yeah. I'm in the process of looking for my outdoor venues for spring and summer.
Woo.
Which, yeah, I know producing. I mean, it looks like my career is headed towards being more of a producer than a comedian. And if that's the case, then Daddy would like to make some money.
Abso-fucking-lutely,
yeah.
sir.
I mean, I did that for a while too. I had multiple shows a few years ago, and they're like, now I'm done with it for a while. I don't know. I mean, you know what? Do you do any show up go ups? Because I feel like I would never do one of those. Every time I was doing any kind of showcase, I'm like, if I did a show up go up, I would have killed myself.
The first Monday of the month at my show at Twist is a show up go up. So Monday will be a show up go up, which is fine. I mean, I'm on another show at the same time as it, so I will be there, but I will be streaming to another show, that's just what the nature of this beast is now. I'm on a show in Chicago while hosting a show in Cleveland while like tweeting about nonsense in Djibouti.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely made people get creative, right? And I mean this is as creative as Raid I've gotten. I haven't done a Zoom show. I thought about it, but I haven't. But yeah, that and outdoor stuff. I'm actually literally thinking about doing a show in my garage in the summertime. I think I may do that.
I mean, it's a hike down there, so
for you, yeah. But there's people that live down here too, you know, who'll come to the show.
Yeah, I know.
I get comics down here. Comics will go anywhere. I mean, I go to Cleveland, not that often, but I go.
I love that you just compared your garage to the city of Cleveland.
Yeah, pretty much. I meant the drive, but for me, yeah, sure, why not? You can watch Browns games in both places.
Yeah. My condolences to you all for losing the.
That's me. Ray's a monster human being and just roots against whoever the Browns are playing to be an asshole. He's one of those people. One of the worst kind of sports fans.
I'm a Pittsburgh guy.
The worst kind of sports fan. The worst kind.
I don't respect Steelers fans.
I'm a very fair weather. I'm not a big football guy. I don't like football.
I don't like football either, but like I don't respect Steelers fans. They're like Yankees fans.
Yeah, I agree. But
everything
I was always
before you were born, and you decided to join a bandwagon. No,
right. Well, I was a Pirates fan. I was a Pirates fan growing up, and also my mom worked for the team that Tim is wearing on his lovely chest right now.
The Lumberjacks.
That's yeah. That's actually how I learned how to play hockey. Was a couple of the players trained me and they would take me down to the basement of the Richfield where like the locker rooms were, dress me up in all the goalie gear, and like shoot tape wads at me before games and stuff. So like,
Wow,
yeah, that.
So you were getting hazed. It sounds like you were getting hazed. And it's
I mean, I was
did they
like
let you keep
2.
your pants on, right?
Yes,
I mean,
luckily.
I mean, thankfully that story ended with just tape wads and
Yes, yeah, no, you don't want to. You don't want to be the last one to eat the cracker. Yeah. That's not good. Not good at all.
Ray goes there every time. He's the guy who ruins it. He always ruins the conversation in the entire show. Anyway, you know what I can't stand? I can't stand these Fairweather Browns fans coming out of the woodwork, man.
Yeah.
Listen, no. Okay. I don't know if I said this to you, Ray. You ever see the movie Split, Dwayne, with James McAvoy?
Yeah.
Okay. So he has that character, the Beast, right? And the Beast like eats those cheerleaders because they haven't suffered, right? That's what I feel like. I feel like we should eat the ones who don't suffer. If you're not a real Browns fan unless you've taken this pain for a long time. And not just Browns, right? Cavs and Indians too. I know you're an Indians fan.
I am an Indians fan.
It's about to get real shitty.
Gave away a third of our team, so
we did. I was going to ask you about that. I'm seeing what my favorite thing on Facebook is seeing the ads now for like the ticket packages, and then clicking on the comments and just seeing everyone saying "sell the team." Sell the team, and just pissed off. Like, you want us to buy tickets and you get rid of everybody, blah, 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 blah. Well, here's my thing. I don't know about you, but I miss going to the park so badly that they could stack that team with just like comics that I know, and I'd still go. Like, I want to go so badly that I don't really give a shit. I mean, I give a shit, but I'm going to go either way.
Honestly, it would be nice to go see a win at the stadium, but the next time I'm there, I'm going to be such a fucking mess. I'm going to get like 9 of those $12 beers. I'm just going to I'm going to take out a loan on my car just to afford my day at the ballpark. I'm going to get those fucking standing room only tickets because that's the nicest part of the park.
That is. Right feels nice. Yeah.
Yeah. You at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. The corner bar it's one of the nicest parts of any stadium that I've been to in America. And I've been to 9 now, something like that.
Which ones?
Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Tampa, Boston. Oh, maybe only 5. Yeah.
Fenway's amazing. I've been to Fenway. I love Fenway, but it's a different vibe, right? It's a different vibe.
Fenway is a very different vibe because you have that dirty dishwater accent all around you, and
it's that, and also it's not the most comfortable stadium. Like, it's a pain in the ass to get in and out of your seat, and the bathrooms are like far away from wherever you are. Right.
They use the lobster roll, the same bun they use for a lobster roll for their hot dogs. It's real good.
Fenway Franks, man, they're good stuff. But it's like watching baseball at a museum, right? But the Progressive Field is a gorgeous park. I love it. It's my favorite place to be on earth. I believe that's true. Other than maybe a stage, but it's like just go like one specific place. Progressive Field. I love it, man. It's great.
I've been there a couple times in the Pandy, in this Panera bread roll we're living in.
The stadium for what?
I just walked around.
Oh, let's go walk by the stadium. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
Like it's visiting your ex. Just like you roll up and you're like, I know I'm not supposed to be here.
Just slow roll past. That's funny. I mean, they haven't said anything about how, I mean, I'm sure they're not going to be full capacity, but you're going to let some people in, I'm assuming. So I'm definitely going to be going to games. I mean, when I go, I usually spend a lot of money too, because I usually go with maybe my brother who lives down by me, and we get hotel rooms like, down the street for walking distance. And then we end up going to the casino. So it's always a thing. Sometimes we'll go to 2 games on a weekend, but I'm definitely doing it this year. And I told Ray, Indians play in Pittsburgh this year, and I haven't been to PNC. So
it's a beautiful
park. It is a bitch to walk. It is straight up. I think it's like 9 levels or something like that. Like there's a lot of stairs, but it's a great park once you're inside. You can see the city. It's I'm interested to see what they're going to do with capacity this year. Hopefully they don't play the whole season in Florida again, or hopefully they let fans in this year. I don't know. We are in a rebuilding year, so it's not going to be as exciting. It's going to be really cool to see who the Padres have in 5 years.
They have everyone right now. Jeez, man.
Yeah, we've gotten rid of everyone. I mean, I think right now we only have J-Ram left and
Bieber. Bieber.
I mean, Bieber's good.
So they're in like they're in a semi rebuild. I mean, like after a year, it's going to be rebuilt. But they just re-signed Cesar Hernandez, which is good.
Okay,
he had a good year.
Brad Hand, and we gave.
Well, we didn't re-sign him. Yeah, because we're cheap as hell. The Dolans, the owners, decided just because instead of saying, "Oh, this was a crappy year, we'll take a slap on the wrist," they told the front office to save him money. He's like, "Let's cut salary so I make more money," because that guy's an ass. And what are we gonna do? Can't do anything about it. You have the owner you have, so you just hope that the front office does what they can. They usually do a half decent job. And the fact that we got Jose Ramirez on the contract he's on now a long time ago is good. But and then I think the second highest paid player is Roberto Perez. So
yeah,
but I think maybe Hernandez now, but
we gave Lindor to the Mets. So
yeah, we did. Yeah, and Carlos Carrasco, which I named my cat after, and they traded him. So
yeah, I mean, but at least they're not in our league anymore. So like the only time we'll see them is if we both make it to the World Series. And what are the odds of the Indians and the Mets making it to the World Series?
0. So, but Carlos Santana we didn't re-sign him either, and he signed with Kansas City. So we're going to see him all the fucking time.
Yeah, well.
But we have the runner-up and the MVP, and we have the Cy Young winner coming back. So we have something. I mean, we still have decent pitching, young pitching, but we have some good decent pitching. And
do we have bats? Do we have fielding? Do we have?
Well, no. I mean, the guy they got from the Mets is a pretty good defensive shortstop, but I don't know who's gonna play first base yet. I don't know. Josh Naylor, maybe. That's exciting. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna. I think the one free agent they were going to spend money on, they're going to spend money on one, and they already did. It was Hernandez, which I like. I like getting him back, and they have a club option for 2022. But we'll see, man. I don't know. Does it piss you off that they won't spend money, or you just take it how it is, man?
I mean, I've been a fan since I was a kid. I haven't been to the big dance and gotten to go home with a prize. So I guess what's another year? And also, if we win one, then literally, think about it. When's the last time we won a championship? What was it, 2016? Think of how many hundreds of thousands of people had to die that year because of we lost all these celebrities because of whatever ritual we had to do so the Cavs could win a championship.
Right. Yeah.
And honestly, Prince
may have lit Prince on fire to sacrifice into the basketball gods.
I mean, if that's what it takes for us to get a baseball championship in the city of Cleveland, I will go find Betty White right now.
Now she's gonna live forever. She made her own deal a long time ago.
No, yeah, she definitely. I mean, there's nothing natural about how long her life is. We lost Cloris Leachman.
Yeah, she's outlasted all the Golden Girls by like 20 years, right?
Cloris Leachman was one that kind of hit me. I liked Cloris Leachman as an actress. Last movie I watched with her in it was, I think it was the Adam Sandler Longest Yard. Where she plays the secretary.
Don't hold that again.
No, I don't. I thought it was hilarious. It was actually like the way how she was so just attempting to be seductive, and it came off hamish. I loved it. It's one of her best performances. What was a couple other movies? She
Beer Fest. She played an old grandma prostitute in Beer Fest.
The beer.
I think her last role was on that Fox show Raising Hope.
I did not watch that.
Yeah, me neither.
Very few people did, but it was on for like 7 seasons.
It's on forever, but no one talks about it. It's like Jag. Like Jag was on for 15 years.
Jag is technically still on because it's on its 3rd spinoff.
Jesus.
Really?
NCIS is a spinoff of Jag.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think Jag is a spinoff of another show.
I remember Jag being like how they talk about like some news outlets now where that was the only thing that was like playing in old folks' homes. It was like if you were watching Jag, it's only at an old folks' home and you're visiting your grandparents. Like I never watched an episode of Jag, so I don't know. It did not appeal to me at all.
Yeah, okay. So I looked it up. So Jag started in 90 Jag started in 95 and it aired in 2005, so 10 years. But NCIS was its spinoff. NCIS has 2 spinoffs currently. So the World of Jag started in 95. It is 2021. If you grew up with Jag, you could like someone who was born the same day Jag premiered is 26.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother was born in 95. So yeah. Wow. That's sad.
Yeah, I mean,
and it gave NCIS gave what's his name career resurgence. Redheaded dude. I can't remember his name.
Which NCIS?
The original NCIS. Or am I thinking CSI? I'm thinking CSI. It was
Are you thinking Eric Christian Olsen?
No, I'm thinking
he's on one of those. I don't know which one he's on.
I don't know.
New Orleans has the wildest accents of any television show because they just let them all decide that they're from the South, but they didn't pick which part of the South. There's a man who opens his mouth on the show, and you're like, "What do you say?" Like, no one on set said no to this character.
Mm-hmm. It's half Cajun, half speech impediment.
I don't even want to say it, but like he sounds like a Downsy Alabamian.
It's all right. Ray's usually one that says horrible shit on this podcast, and that's what it's kind of funny that we do
things anyway.
But I mean, like, you know, in the past, one time when we were doing it on Zoom, he was able to edit it out before we put it up, but now it's live, so it's here forever. It's the internet, it's forever.
Fine, it's okay. I've had a dash of rum. I'm intermittent fasting, so I'm just meaner these days.
Cool. Attaboy, I like it.
I'm going on vacation 54 days, and I will be what now? Sorry, someone text me something inappropriate. I'm going on vacation in 54 days, and I will be very, very in the best shape of my life if I have to murder other people.
What do you drink? What brands do you usually drink?
Well, I've given up beer for 21 for now. I'm cutting back because, you know, it's just got all those empty calories, and there's really no use in getting hammered if you have to leave the bar by like 9:50.
Yeah,
beer's a long game, not a short game. So
yes,
dude, that's backfired on me every single time I've done it. I mean, I'm drinking beer today, but I usually drink more liquor than I drink beer. But yeah, dude, this time I'm like, I'm gonna give up on beer, and the next thing I know, I'm drinking vodka like I drink beer. So.
Yeah. Oh, I accidentally joined the tour of beers at Winking Lizard on like the second week of the year, and I was just like, "Oh no, I was cutting back on beer because I'm in 2 weddings this year, or I have to go to 2 weddings this year."
You know, I think I would do the opposite, man. I want to look as gross as possible for people's weddings. I'm gonna shave into a mustache.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear something that doesn't quite fit me. I want to ruin their wedding pictures for the rest of their lives. I want people to look at their wedding videos, and people in the past be like, "What the hell was that thing in the corner?" Oh, that's just cousin Tim, looking like a big hairy bird.
For weddings and stuff, I get really jacked. I work out a lot. I go get my teeth bleached right before. I shave my head to just the right amount. I practice my angles. I've worked up conversation. I will be interesting and urbane for everyone's weddings.
You're trying to churn a groomsman? Is that your goal?
No, I'm just, it's the same thing for high school reunions. It's the I don't care about most of the people I'm going to see there. I'm just there to leave a lasting impression that you're just like, I hope he does well in life.
I love the dichotomy here, which is Dwayne loves to actually impress people, and Tim Danko likes to go to weddings dressed as Aqualung. That's a
pretty much, man. Ian Anderson. Yeah, that's right. That's right. No,
Calm
I
down,
want to give it a lasting impression, but a terrifying one. Like I'll haunt your dreams, like that.
No,
that's what I want.
My fraternity brother's wedding is in April, and I don't think I have to get a suit for that because it's on a beach. But like, I'm gonna look nice, and my friend's getting married in October, and I'm getting a custom suit, a custom skinny suit, by the way, like one with an athletic cut. I'm gonna look tall and thin from afar and jacked up close. I saw
Cool, man.
That's a corset on Facebook, and I was like, I should get that.
A man corset?
Yeah, like it ties up in the back, and I'm pantomiming things. It gives you shape and body. It makes you a little bit taller, and it moves a bunch of your organs around.
It's not good for you, but you look sexy as fuck. Yeah,
I mean, it's only for like 5 hours.
Why not just buy one of those shapeshifters or whatever they call it? Like one of those things that like slip on.
Spanx.
Yeah, well, those two, but there's like some kind of like shape former thing that like I see infomercials for like 2 a.m, and it's like you can go from a mess to this. Like
those are just tight t-shirts, Ray. That's what I do. My undershirts are 2 sizes too small. That's what I do on purpose.
I'm perfect, he says, as a human Gritty.
Gritty's a sexy boy, man. He is.
You are the Lake Erie monster.
Only, man. I want to know how that. I mean, listen, all mascots are terrifying, but like, what was the process for Gritty? I just read something about the process of Slider, and it's funny because I love Slider to death. Slider's a man, and but people hated him at first, which is hilarious. But people learned to love him. But Gritty, man, like, what do you have to be smoking to be like, that's the one? What were the other options for Gritty?
Oh,
I think Gritty is the most representative of a city. Because
that's a good point.
Philadelphia is a terrifying place.
I've never been.
The people of Philadelphia.
I've been to the new one. I've been to the new one, Ray.
I've never been to Philadelphia.
You've been to not the new one.
The new one, yeah, the new Philadelphia. So I am right now. Ray, find a picture of Gritty in case anyone doesn't know what we're talking.
Yeah, I'll look that up.
Yeah, it just out of nowhere, the Philadelphia Flyers came out with this. Go ahead. That's what I hate about StreamYard, man, is we all talk over each other and we can't hear shit.
Yeah, well, that's just in general with like streaming or like podcasts now in general with not having a studio.
Yeah, but the Zoom isn't too bad.
Or
this is
so Gritty is one of the Fraggles all grown up.
Yes,
but when it left Fraggle Rock, he had to turn tricks for his coke addiction. And now Gritty is this terrifying monster that skates around and has a weapon, and no one.
Oh, did we lose?
We're all waiting for the lag to catch up at the same time.
This is true. So, but here's I found a picture of Gritty.
Okay, just got it. Where is he? There he is. There he is. Look at that thing.
Oh, God, it's like Snuffleupagus and Big Bird fucked. Like it's just
a pile of methamphetamine. Yeah,
Jesus.
Look at that thing. Well,
I like the Gritty's eyes.
I swear to God, man.
Right. What, Ray?
It's a Philadelphia. It's basically a Philadelphia Flyers fan waiting to win a Stanley Cup. Like that's what Gritty looks like to me.
Maybe they've been waiting since the last one. I can see that. Yeah, I haven't shaved since the last one. Sure. No, he looks.
Gritty
he looks.
Is what happened. Gritty is what happens in the bottom of the Eagles Stadium jail. He's just been trying to kill Sam.
He was conceived there, like two drunken fans on a Sunday game, in the Eagles game.
Somehow like they both men, and they didn't want to. They just did.
It's like Guar created a hockey mascot. Like to me, that's something Guar would kill on stage.
Yeah, I think that thing would kill Guar on stage. You think you're gonna take anyone against Gritty? No, man. You take Gritty, man. You don't take the line, man. You take Gritty. You take the favorite. Gritty's gonna win that fight every time. Look at that thing. That thing doesn't lose. Look at that thing.
I think that Gritty is basically. I love this lag.
I know. It's probably on my end too with my laptop. My laptop's from 2012, so like it's old as fuck. Yeah.
I mean, the internet should be fine. I mean, we're usually all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it happens.
Anyway, I was just gonna say. Oh no, we did it again. We keep crashing.
Oh, you crashed.
Oh,
am I gone?
No, you're
I hear
right
your
there.
voice. There you are.
I see you. We can hear you. There is also an audio version if anybody would. Darn it. Keep losing Dwayne. I don't like it. It's sad.
Oh, I just wasn't saying anything.
Oh. Making sure. Thought we lost.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I I didn't catch any of that.
We didn't say anything, really. We were just kind of waiting for it to catch up.
Yeah.
Flawless programming we have here.
We're the best podcast.
It's 2021.
We are the best podcast in the world.
If we invested in infrastructure, this would be so much better.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about. I have a plan that I'm going to talk to Tim about after the show, and see if we can possibly finagle this. But yeah, I mean, that's the one thing, man. Like doing comedy and doing all the like shit that we've had to put up with in the pandemic. I mean, especially when it comes to like communicating and everything. It's gotten weird because there is delay in a lot of stuff. Like, have you done any Zoom shows?
I was on one last night. It depends on what I'm using. Like, I usually don't have an issue with Zoom. This is my second time on StreamYard, and it lags. It could be my computer. I record my podcast through Zoom because I already pay for it. So why pay for something else?
Yeah,
I stream through Twitch now as well. So,
what's your handle?
Oh, it's MQ Fest. I stream festival shows through Twitch so people can watch afterwards.
Nice.
I've got of 6 viewers.
That sounds about what we usually get like per week. So that's usually how many like we possibly get, and then our people on our streaming services. But like, what do you think about Zoom shows? What's your opinion on them?
I think they're here to stay. I think it's going to be a thing that, it might not remain on Zoom. It might move to a different platform, but streaming comedy is here to stay. It is. It's going to be integrated into everything. It's going to be a thing where you're going to start like clubs are going to start having acts that don't fly in and just perform from their house.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
So gross.
Yeah.
I'm producing a festival this year, and I have to figure out how to integrate streaming into the festival in a way that makes sense, where people can, where if I do have in-person guests, they can experience, a real comedy festival. And I can still get comedians from wherever, if people aren't comfortable traveling.
Mm-hmm. How are you going to do that? We figured that out yet?
Nope. I have 9.5 months I have 8.5 months to figure it out.
So, I mean, you're going to have it at venues, though. You're going to have live audiences. Is that what you're saying? Or some live audiences, some streaming audiences?
Depends on the rules in October. I wish that we were doing well enough as a country where I could be like definitively yes, but right now it's there's a chance that we might be at 60% by August, and then we might have a huge spike in November. Nobody knows anything.
Yeah, that's the one bitch about this whole thing, man. Nothing's really certain, and this is the first time in our lives where we've had to deal with something this just massive. And like, I will say that
we had.
Oh, what?
There have been pandemics. No, there have been pandemics across time. It is a known thing. This didn't.
Well, I'm
just
talking about us
in
nowhere. This moment, like living it, kind of thing.
Oh,
we've never experienced it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because we all thought America would hold the line and look out for each other, and that lasted all of a month.
Yeah,
and honestly, we were together for 72 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, at least 9/11 lasted like 3 weeks, I think.
Right? Like the first time the Yankees won a baseball game after 9/11, everyone was excited.
This is true. This is very true, man. And but yeah, dude, like I don't know. This is a weird thing to live through, and especially like when we came back from comedy to comedy and everything. It felt strange to do it live again after like 3 months of just nothing.
I mean, I started doing Zoom shows like 2 weeks into the pandy. I was hosting my show because the first thing that would die was indie comedy if we let it, because it's indie. It's there's no real network for it. There's nothing that's saying, hey, this has to last. If an indie show dies, honestly, it just frees up the side room of a bar on a Tuesday.
Yeah. We're really low man. Like that's something I've learned over the years is just like how low man we are on any kind of entertainment thing where like bands replace comedy nights. I've had that a few times where like there was like a regular show and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're having a band this week. We don't need you guys. And you're like, oh fuck, this is replaceable. Like this is super replaceable. And it makes me kind of work harder as a comic because I'm just like, I don't want to be denied by, a Styx cover band. It's not something I really want to do in my life. I want to be able to bump somebody besides, REO Speedwagon.
Come away.
Come sail away with jokes.
Yeah, that's terrifying. No, that's one of the reasons I stopped doing the Buzzbin shows, because originally they would only have bands like after the show. Then every once in a while, all of a sudden they started just bumping us for bands. And when they started bumping us for bands, I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. It was fun for a while though.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, me too. I got yelled at before Dwayne multiple times with the owner. I was told not to let Dwayne come anymore, although I did. I think I booked him more because of that. What?
As you should, sir.
Right. Right.
Dwayne
and one time I had him host for me. I had him host for me once, and the owner told me he wasn't allowed to drink until after the show. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. What happened? What was it that got him pissed off? Oh, you went off on some chick.
Did you?
The woman who. Yeah. It was on my birthday, and she was having like a bachelorette drunk nurses sex toy party. I was like, "Hey, it's fine. Just stop screeching." And then she got on stage because she wanted to hit me with a paddle or something, and I for a solid 5 minutes about being a dick, because she was being a fucking dick. Like, if there's I get it. We're in a bar. We're doing a comedy show. You're in the other room. If you're in the other room, you're obviously no skin off my ass. But maybe, just maybe, you should, I don't know, not scream at the top of your lungs when you're sitting with two other people.
Yeah. That is the bane of any comedy worker, no matter comic or doorman, is when all of a sudden you see that this pink sash and like 8 drunk girls walk in, and you know they're gonna be a fucking problem. Bachelor, I've walked a bachelorette party because I told them to be quiet as a doorman at the Improv, and this girl acted like I ruined her night. She was just being loud, obnoxious, yelling at I forget the comedian, but like even the comic was like, dude, you need to calm down. And finally I went up and she was like, fine, we'll leave. And it's just every time I see a bachelorette party at a comedy show or at a bar, I get shivers. It's like I'm going through drug withdrawal. I'm just like, no, this can't happen. Why are you fucking here, dude?
Anytime
somewhere in their brain they think, oh, this will be really fun, we like comedy.
Yeah.
And then they get there and then the party is, and then it's also in their brain that this whole night's going to be about them. And people who, those two things don't intersect. Like, you can go to a comedy show, but you can't make the comedy show about you. You can hire a comedian and have them come to a place where you are and have them only talk to you and your friends, but you have to pay for that. Like that, you can't just decide that's happening where other people have paid for something.
Yeah. And even at the paid shows sometimes, like I said, at the Cleveland Improv, the chick they wouldn't shut up. They were trying to make the whole thing about them. And it's just, I think all bachelorette parties and bachelor parties should be banned from like comedy clubs and bars. Like, rent a hall for your shit. Don't ruin my day and my alcohol buzz because you're fucking your life up next week. Like, that's not, I don't care. I don't care.
Anytime there's any big group of people that come together, they think they're entitled to take the show over, and it's pretty hilarious. Like when I was working at the Funny Stuff, my favorite line. I was on the show. I was working as a door guy. I was told to tell them to be quiet, and this lady got up and be like, "You wouldn't even have a show tonight if it wasn't for great clips." Like, what? All these people, they're here for great clips. I'm like, there's no way that great clips cut that many crazy people's hair. It was, yeah, it just it was funny because I don't know. It was funnier because she said great clips like that, like she had some authority because she worked for Great Clips of all places.
Ma'am, I won't think about you ever again after this moment.
Right. Well, no, I did because it was the way she said it was funny. Like, you wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for Great Clips. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure.
Hairdressers are in a different level.
And they have a big following with swingers. And there was a guy who was just being super loud. And I finally just turned to the crowd and I was like, "Who is that?" And and his friend points him out. And I was like, "All right, everyone, take a good look at this guy. Don't fuck him later." That is my best night.
Dude, swinger parties don't like to be fucked with. It's weird. Yeah, who did I work with that? Oh, Tracy Cannon. She those people would come see her. And no one told me
down for all kinds of shit.
Nobody told me. I think they're called Big Fish or something. And Pete told me, like, make sure you welcome this to Big Fish party. I'm all right, but he didn't tell me who they were. So all I knew was that word. And I'm like, so I had to ask, like, what is this? And they all looked at me weird and they were all pissed at me because which makes sense now. Like, you're not supposed to ask swingers, at their swingers, right? You're supposed to let that go, right? But no one told me. So I don't know. What was I supposed to do?
You don't have to use
it. I saw something online about like swingers have like stars on their house or something. Is that a thing? Anybody know? Like I saw like a meme or something of like apparently that's like a sign. If you have like a star on your house, you're a swinger or something like that.
You would know that before me, Ray. I don't know.
This is true. I'm on some pretty awesome websites. Well, I can't. Your audio, Dwayne. We can't hear you. Oh, there we go. What'd you say? Uh-oh. It's a fun show, Tim.
It is. It's the best so far.
Can't hear you, Dwayne. Something's wrong with your microphone, sir. You've got audio issues. He's frozen now. It's frozen.
70 swingers.
Whoop, lost you again. Can't. I don't know what's going on.
In the 70s, swingers were basically
Microphone. He's working on it.
I think we might have to give up on this, which is unfortunate.
Yeah,
Dwayne,
we may have to call it a night, but it's all right. It could be worse. We'll try again. We'll try again with Dwayne soon, but see if he. Dwayne, turn your mic on. See if we can hear you. Mic's off. Why is his mic off? That's weird. Hold on. Let me turn his mic. Yep, nope, not coming through. Oh, fun. Damn it. Well,
we'll try again with Dwayne at some point. Maybe we'll try in Zoom.
Yeah, we'll do something. We apologize to everybody. Our technology sucks tonight. But he's unmuted his mic. But Dwayne, we're going to cut off early because of just the technical issues. We will have you on again, and we'll try and do it on Zoom. Thank you, buddy, for showing up. Funny Dwayne is the name to search for him. And then Twist Social Club, Mondays, 8 p.m. Come out and see Dwayne Duke, the sexy boy. Dwayne, thank you for being on, my friend. And this is a short episode of the Bro Plata, but this is a technical issue thing. We will have Harrison back.
We're going to give up, man. I mean, we're working. He's just not working. We're giving up. All right.
Yeah, it's just with the technical issues and everything. I mean, but it was fun. It was fun while we actually had Dwayne, but we're going to hop off here. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. And thank you once again to Dwayne Duke. You're awesome, buddy. And we will see you soon. And just remember, continue to go to the Kumite, motherfuckers.
You can't even get your crap